guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. And I'm here today to bring the review for Sakamoto Days Manga Chapter 72. So we start off with that funny moment where we have, what's her name? I've forgotten her name, but she's one of the people who was recruited, who was recommended to take the exam and not someone who just applied normally. That girl, the Sakamoto fangirl, you know who I'm talking about, stop acting up. She's obviously, she got injured within the last chapter. She's coming through. She's getting bandaged up. She's like, oh my gosh, this is so reminiscent of the past when my idol did it for me. And it was bait. It was bait. I was reading it that she's going to come through and see Sakamoto how he is now and there and then. Like I said, it was somewhat humorous, but that's how we start off the chapter. And then after that, not to my surprise at all, because I have said previously, when it comes to shonen manga or just shonen series in general, if there is a tournament arc, very rarely does the tournament actually get finished. And this is what happened within this chapter. We find out like, exam done. However, what caught me by surprise a little bit is that even though the exam was, the rest of the exam was scrapped, they still passed some people, and you find out the 7 people who passed. Not surprisingly, again, Sakamoto, Shin was they passed. On my first read, I did have a miss that Shin got through. I was like, did Shin use a fake name? And I just missed it, but yeah, Shin's name was in there as well, so he got through. So, upon finding out that Sakamoto got through, obviously they're reading out through the names. Basically, the Sakamoto fangirl comes to the realization that how the Sakamoto she fell in love with, he ain't there no more, at least physically. Obviously, we got fat Sakamoto right now. So she's having a bit of doubt in her mind. Am I being was it superficial? She's just basically questioning, does she still want to be that fan kind of vibe? And I think that's actually going to lead to something, which I will speak on later on. But we go through all of that, and then we go through just basically finding out. It's basically Shin and Sakamoto finding out that this guy, what's his name? Wait, are you awake, Shinya? Yeah. So his name was Shinya. The guy that was being controlled, his name was Shinya. We go through the whole process of Sakamoto and Shin and basically everybody else there finding out that he was being controlled. He came across, he was approached by these 2 guys, and they paid him, and basically Shin and Sakamoto kind of got the vibe of they know who this is, but we know that he was being controlled and he got paid to do his job, which he done. Fair enough. And then it's like I said, like through this bit of the seed, Sakamoto and Shin find out that they was there to recruit people, scout people. So we then find out that our villains are interested in 2 people who are present, and it's that whole, okay, who are these 2 people thing. You probably may have thought, okay, we might not find out within this chapter. Unfortunately, I don't know. They could have teased it for a bit longer, I guess, but it's not a big thing to find out now who these 2 people actually are. And now I want to talk about the guy who's in the mosque, the guy who's got to know Shin a bit more. I previously said that Akira and this guy, they probably are important characters, so not surprised that one of them was recruited by the villain side. But his actions towards the end of the chapter are making me wonder, is this guy being truly truthful? Because I feel like when Shin mentions how his goodbye was short and he was expecting more emotion, and the fact that he was sweating before he boarded the plane, and the fact that the Sakamoto fangirl mentioned that he's looking super pale, I think these are hints towards something, but I'm not sure what that something is. I'm not sure what that something is as of yet. But by the end of the chapter, we basically find out that these are the two people that the villains were looking to recruit. And now, I feel like, I don't know about the guy in the mask. I feel like there's something off. I feel like there's been something getting towards him. But if we look at the girl for a second, I think that she might very willingly join the fray, join the villains. And the reason why I think that may sound a bit dumb, but if you go back to what the manga series is actually advertised as a gag manga, then for me personally, it is an acceptable excuse. Because I feel like as of recent, I realized this recently as well, the series has gotten more serious and it lost the unique selling point which started me off for the series, which is the fact that it was supposed to be ridiculous, a gag manga. But I feel like it has lost that, and in all honesty, I don't think it'll ever revive that fully for me. But if you have enough moments of gag manga material in there, I guess I'll be alright with it overall. And this brings me back to the Sakamoto Fanga. If her reason for joining the villains is because Sakamoto fell off of her expectations that she had of him and how she remembered him and all the rest of it, I know that sounds dumb and silly, but it's supposed to be dumb and silly gag manga. So if that ends up being the reason why she does end up joining them, I doubt it will be, in all honesty. I'd be okay with it. And that's everything I got to say about this chapter. Again, 3-star rating. And like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.